Hey everyone, Captain Bowie here, and today I wanted to share my thoughts on a real gem that I've been playing, V Rising. If you're into RPGs and survival games, then I highly suggest you try this one out. First off, this game, it's great. It's brilliant. It blends a lot of RPG and survival elements, but in a really easy way. I normally don't like a lot of survival games because they do come off a little bit chore-like, but this one definitely is a little bit different for me. I really enjoy what I'm playing right now. It just kind of feels like one big homage to classics like Legacy of Kain, Castlevania, and the Diablo series, which speaks to my elder millennial heart. Oddly enough, I would also say throw in some Sims in there too. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but I did feel like I was playing The Sims while playing V Rising. So the setting, it's this serene gothic world that's gloomy, yet it's very peaceful. There isn't a ton of story, but it's with all the boss battles and the multiplayers going on. In a way, you kind of get to craft your own narrative, which I really like about that. I'm sure that there's a lot of role-playing going on. I don't really get into that too much. I haven't really messed around with multiplayer, but I can tell you, I can see the content definitely being there if you wanted to lose your imagination into this world. It's a little bit huge. About 8 hours in, and I've only really covered a quarter of it, but I'm excited enough to talk about it right now. Gameplay to me is where V Rising really shines. Living out your vampire fantasy, it's a blast. I love it. It's not punishing like other survival games where I said in the beginning, I'm not a big survival game fan. I like the forest. That's really about as far as I go with it. The day and night cycles, they definitely add a strategic twist. Do you strike during the day, or do you want to be sneaky at night and live out your vampire fantasy? And the vampire mechanics, like switching blood types, it's a super smart touch to me. In ways, I found myself getting desperate during gameplay, and I would switch out blood types just because I was trying to replenish my blood, replenish my health, and then I would actually take on a lesser form. And then eventually I would have a rogue come out that had like 40% on him. It's weird to explain, but it works, and it's such a smart touch to it too. It adds a sense of desperation, and also, again, that vampire fantasy that we all want, we just don't want to admit it. My favorite part of the game, and I'm a big mental health fan, how meditative the game truly is. I seriously get lost. I've lost time playing this game. I really suggest this game if the stress of the day is weighing you down, and I mean that wholeheartedly. The music and graphics are whimsical, puts me almost back in a Fable-like trance that I used to get into, making you feel like you're truly in this fantasy land. The character models and the world, it's a little bit goofy looking, but it's not ridiculous. The combat isn't overly complicated, but it does make you think. Plus the base building, again, is very addictive. Think The Sims. You get to design your own Castlevania or Dracula castle of your dreams. Now, if I had to nitpick, resources can be slow to produce at first. Again, not a huge criticism on that. I do understand that there's a grind to it. But hey, you can use that time, you can explore the huge map, and guess what? You can even transfer your castles wherever you want to once you complete a few missions. It took me a while to kind of figure that process out, and I got a little bit frustrated with it. Sometimes the mission prompts can be a bit confusing, but it does seem like a quick search on the internet, I can always find exactly what I'm looking for, and it gets me moving along in the game again. Overall, V Rising, it's a steal at this price, I'm not even gonna lie. Tons of content, massive map. Again, I've only probably covered a quarter of the map about 10 hours into the game. 8-10 hours, give or take. It's completely worth it to me. At $39.99, I think I got it at the introductory price of $32. Other AAA developers, they really need to start taking notes on games these days, especially from indie developers that are doing a lot of passionate projects. They give someone a full, complete experience, and it's at a fair price. So yeah, again, casting stones at AAA developers. Take note. Take heed. Listen. Guys, that's all I have for it. Again, obviously, if you can't tell, I highly recommend you try out V Rising if you're looking for something a little bit different, more calm, and a little bit of a survival light with a lot of Diablo and Legacy of Kain inspiration thrown in there. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, be sure to follow me here. Check me out on the YouTubes, the TikToks, and the Facebooks at Captain Bowie. I also have a very lively Twitch stream. Again, not a lot of followers right now, But I will say we have a very dedicated base and a lot of other great streamers that join me on there too. I'm at twitch.tv/Captain Bowie. It would mean the world to me. If you guys hopped on, we can be friends. You can make fun of me. I don't really care. You can come on here and tell me I suck. It's fine. But what I want you to take away is remember this. Every day is a new adventure. Stay positive, keep exploring, and I'll catch you next time.